Hi all. I welcome you all on behalf of Awakening Mind. It's a non-profit group which focuses on people development through panel discussion, group discussion, and we believe in empowering people and the growth mindset in them. Interesting topic from the book. What to say when you talk about the author of the book is Brad Sutton, who is a pioneer in the field of self-talk. And he has written more than 20 books in the field of personal. And we have a very special guest, Mrs. Shanita, with us to share one very interesting topic, self-talk. So, welcome, Shanita, on behalf of Hi, Shanita.
Hi, Uma. Thank you for hosting me in Awakening Minds. It's my pleasure to be here. Hope you're doing good.
Absolutely, Shanitra. Thank you so much. And it's our pleasure to have you here with us and so that we can get insight on a very interesting topic of self-talk. So,
Right.
Shanitra, I just want to, let our audience know about you. So please, if you can give your background and which place you belong to.
Sure, Uma. So I have been born and brought up in Kolkata, true Bengali, love to eat fish, sweets, and read books. My entire schooling, college, and post-graduation was done in Kolkata. But later on, I have moved places owing to work from Bangalore to Chennai, and now I'm currently back to Kolkata.
Great. And so, Shanitra, how this book reading became part of your life? Was it from the childhood, or you subsequently developed this habit, or it was part of your profession? So, how you came across these books?
As I'd mentioned that being a Bengali, I'm very fond of books. And here the book fair is a big event. And even when we were away from Kolkata, we used to make it a point that had it been here, even for the weekend, we would definitely drop in with my daughter. And so I've always been a keen reader. Earlier, my reading list would have been more of fictions, starting from Enid Blyton and Satyajit Ray. Later on to Jeffrey Archer, Ken Follett, most of the easy read. But subsequently, I got associated with a group of like-minded people who were focused on growth mindset and self-development from Awakening Minds and Peak Impact Mentorship. So fortunately, I got to know the books beyond my purview so far. And I used to wonder whenever I used to visit the bookstore or passing by, there used to be a best-selling books on motivation, growth, not realizing the word until I came across, and now I am more focused on this completely.
Very nice. So, which book you are currently reading, Shanitra?
So currently I'm reading What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Hemster. It's an amazing read and makes you go back and read it over and over again. And from that book, the topic which is very close to my heart is self-talk and its importance.
Okay. So, what is this? I mean, we have all heard about self-talk, and the book name is also quite interesting. What to say when you talk to yourself. So, if you can throw some light on that what it is all about, what
Uma,
self-talk
just
is all about.
sure. Just one thing. Is it on gallery view? Because I can't see that. Is it okay? I'm just trying
Yes,
to check.
it's a gallery view.
Okay, fine, fine then.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say, as you were asking, what is self-talk, right? Now, self-talk is a way to override our past negative programming by erasing or replacing it with conscious, positive, new directions. Self-talk is a practical way to live our lives. I'm just quoting from the line verse itself, active intent rather than by passive acceptance. So here lies the importance of self-talk. We may not realize day by day when is that self-talk happening, but it goes on throughout our mind, day, throughout our mind, and it is not what we say to others, it we what is being told to us all through all the time. That is what is self-talk. Now, if I go much more details in it, he has mentioned in this book that there are 5 levels of self-talk. The first level is the level of negative acceptance, which is like, I can't, or wish I could, but I can't. So, this is the first level of negative acceptance. The second level is the level of recognition and the need to change. I need to, I should. It's like an incomplete level 1. So if I try to complete that level 2, it should have been like, I need to, but I can't. So it's going back to the level 1 only, which started with I can't. The level 3 is the level of decision to change, which is the first level that works for you rather against you. I never get upset in traffic, which I seldom used to say when I was in Bangalore. I no longer eat more than I should. So here we slightly, there's a change in what we are saying to ourselves. Next is the level 4, which is the further improvement, which is the level of the better me. I am. Simply the opposite of level 1, which started with I can't. This is like I can. So it's a direct replacement. And level 5, which is the ultimate and the level of universal affirmation, it goes like life is beautiful. So smile back to life and be grateful to what you have. So these are the 5 levels of self-talk that he has spoken about.
Shinitra, if I summarize, it is about giving positive affirmations to ourselves,
Right.
instead of, yeah, because
Negative.
our brain is always working, and we are not good in that, we are not good in this. So there is already a negative programming from our childhood, right?
Yes.
So how to,
Absolutely.
overcome that negativity which we have already programmed throughout our life? So how this self talk can help us to actually come out of that negativity?
As the interesting thing goes, there was a joke going by, most Bengalis will be able to relate with this COVID-19 going on, Corona more to say, like from our childhood, from our early days, we have been told Corona, ota dhorona, eta korbe na. So it's na, na, na. Rather, so many negatives we have heard from our childhood. So it's the environment that molds us. So now we've tried to move and we try to replace that. So by definition, self-talk can be private thoughts or external speech. And whether it is positive or negative, guides a person's emotional and behavioral responses to discomfort. So if self-talk is negative, reflecting back the criticism you feel from others will automatically impose self-limitations that you may take years to overcome. On the contrary, if self-talk is positive, you can create a piece of armor to rely on for defense, whether it's a work event or speaking in front of the room or seeking help from a coworker, making new friends or defending oneself against a horrible boss. So self-talk is extremely powerful.
Great, Shinitra. So, Shinitra, you had spoken about that how from the childhood we have been listening to know, and self-talk can actually help in diluting that negativity by
Right.
giving a fantastic example of COVID-19. Great. So have you practically implied the learnings of self-talk in your life, Shinitra? If you can give few instances so that we can connect better.
I will just list down 3 4 methods which can be done, and I have been doing that from the past few years. So listen to what you say to yourself and identify when you are being negative. You can to start off, you can keep a notebook of the things you say, or at night you might jot it down, so that when you review that, you see that what all you have been saying to yourself, you may not remember it later on, but the damage has already been done. Second, challenge your words. So use some trigger words. Dissect your self talk. Is what you're saying objectively true? We often talk in absolutes. I'm a failure, or everyone thinks I'm an idiot. Ask yourself what you would say to a friend if they had talked about themselves. So change your self talk. This is the toughest part. When you catch yourself talking negatively about yourself, flip the switch and remind yourself of things that you like about yourself. Then it's like you are in a positive environment. Like things that I usually think of is, what are you proud of? What makes you happy? So maybe watching Tom and Jerry series, or maybe listening to some peppy numbers. Get excited about solutions. So when think back of those days when you had some similar situation, be it at office front, be it in your personal life, how you had dealt with it, or how somebody else had dealt with it, and think of those solutions rather than getting into the problem more. Instead of thinking you will never be able to do something, ask yourself what you can do to improve your performance. So it's like pinning down on your failures, or pinning down on those issues that is causing that negative, and then correcting them over. So there are two levels that we can think of. So as you'd asked about what I had done in my life, so what I can relate mostly is like, whenever I get time, or since I'm now working as an independent project consultant, at times it may so happen that I may not get ongoing projects, or I may not know what might happen, because it's in a consultancy, you don't get to work all the time. So it's like to on and off. So at that time, what I do is I switch on to reading more such positive books, which gives me the environment, or which gives me more thoughtful things to ponder over. And that's how I am developing my skills. So I can relate to others, because in this COVID scenario, many people would be worried about their job situation. Not everybody has got the opportunity to work from home. There lies a very big uncertainty about what is going to happen. So this is an opportunity rather than a threat. So this can be utilized by them in whatever skill development they can do, in some growth mindset, or in some personality development. So this is the best platform I can suggest, like Awakening Minds and Peak Impact Mentorship, which I've mentioned already. So these are great platforms to learn and enhance your skills.
Fantastic, Shinitra. So Shinitra, I after listening to you, I have got one more question here. That you know, based on the situations in our life, can we imply this self-talk? Like if I'm chasing some goals, maybe related to health, maybe related to career or promotion, how this self-talk can impact? It can it be a situational based?
Of course, it's impossible to be positive all the time. But if you're sinking into the habit of talking negatively about yourself, you undermine your own confidence, self esteem, and talents. When you transform your self talk, you'll be better equipped to tackle challenges and face the down obstacles. So, as I mentioned, that it may not happen in the time that you had expected, but it will happen obviously in due course of time. You just have to take action upon it, because fear cures action. So if you just think negatively, you will be afraid of to handle the situation, and it will undermine your confidence. Rather, if you start taking action, then it will act in favor of you. And as I mentioned, so these self-talks that we keep thinking about ourselves, that whether will I be having that promotion? So if I try to fit in those first, in those levels of self-talk, I might categorize and see whether I'm thinking level 1, level 2, and then I can change. Maybe I will not have it, but I will have it for sure in this period. So I can change my self-talk. Instead of keeping it incomplete or keep making it a negative statement, I can make it a positive statement. And that's how it will play in my subconscious mind as well. And it is bound to happen soon.
So, Shanitra, there is a close correlation between the self-talk and the secret book, which I know you might have read, that to attract the things we want. So, through self-talk, is it possible to attract? That's what you are mentioning.
Yes, absolutely. In the secret book, there goes the law of attraction. So it is like whatever you talk about, whatever you think about, if you have the burning desire to have it, to own it, to get it, to achieve it, it is the law of attraction which will obviously get attracted towards you. So you will see that if you think that, uh, I'll give you a very common situation. Uh, Pre-COVID scenario, think of going to a shopping mall with your car and you are thinking whether I'll get a parking space or not. Very common thing, might happen to anybody. Now, if you are thinking in your mind that I will get just a perfect space in front of the door, which will help me just walk into the store at a few footsteps, and that's exactly going to happen. You can try it out, but if you have a doubtful mind that I'm saying but it might not happen, then you will see that you will have no parking space at that time. And it has happened to me. Like, yeah, if I would think that in a flight while traveling alone, I would think that I wish that the next seat would be empty. And especially traveling in Indigo or economy class, so you would know that I wish that I have a aisle seat, preferably with nobody sitting in the middle. And it so happened that many a times it would be an empty seat next. But had I been thinking that I'm sure that somebody fat is going to sit next to me, and half the seat will be in his thing, and I will not be very uncomfortable throughout the flight. That used to happen. So it's all about, I said a very common example. Things can be much broader, much bigger than you can think. Right now, as I was mentioning to you, I can relate a story, which is not a story, which is actually a true incident. It so happened that after the first hill station that we visited was Rani Khet, and there we had gone to a very nice resort called the Chevron Resort. Okay, we thought that both of us, me and my husband, thought that wish we could bring our parents here. That was the year 2000 8 2000 sorry 4 2004 December. And you won't believe, 2008 we took all our both our parents there, and we stayed there. That time we had just visited, so that time we stayed there, the entire gang we stayed there, and we had a wonderful time. Still, those are memories now, but that shows that the law of attraction does happen.
And we can club it.
Uma, I couldn't hear you. Can you come again? Hello?
Yeah, you are able to hear me?
Yes, Uma.
Yeah. So I was just telling Shunetra that we can club it with the law of attraction, with the power of self-talk to manifest whatever we want in our life. And I think self-talk is applicable in 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 every sphere, every area of our life, be it a family life or a professional life or in raising the kids also, we can apply our self-talk. Is it right, Shunetra?
Absolutely. Because, yeah, you tell me.
Yes. If you can throw more light on that, Shunetra.
So, as I was mentioning, that affirmations are very important because life is not a bed of roses, there are thorns too. Whenever we see a successful person, we tend to see their achievement, not realizing the journey they have been through. The words you say to yourself shift your confidence. No matter how much you pretend it doesn't matter, it does. The more confident and happy you feel, the better equipped you are dealing with setbacks. It is also less likely you will feel stressed or develop other health problems. Because these kind of, I forgot to touch upon the health problems also, because whatever goes on your mind has a reflection on your health also. Like you will see that some people who are worried, that shows on their face, it shows on their health. So it is, if we keep a mental peace, if we have that aura around us, if we have that self confidence around us, if we develop a habit of good self, positive self talk, then most our problems will be reduced, and we will be able to push through and achieve our goals. So learning positive self-talk takes practice. It can't happen overnight, but we can always start off, and in due course of time, this practice becomes a habit, and in eventually this old habit dies hard.
Right, Shunetra. Fantastic, Shunetra, for giving so much insights into the self-talk and the law of attraction. And I just wanted to ask one more question, and I think I'm pretty much done. Is sometimes we feel that it's a kismet, a kind of fate, and which is some mysterious way chart our destiny, right? So can we change our kismet or fate by applying these principles in life? Or we also see that some people are happy, are more happy, more contented, more productive and fulfilled than others. So does self-talk play a role there, or it's their fate?
I will not deny fate completely, but at the same time, I would like to reinstate that self talk is very important, because if you see any sports person before their run, or before their any kind of event, singular, or if it's a team thing, they will go huddle, play huddle. But if it's a single item, they on their own, they will always murmur to themselves. If when they're focused, you will see, when they're spotlighted, you will find that they are talking to themselves. What do they say? They just keep up their spirit high by talking positive things, because they know no matter how much they have done earlier, it's that moment that is going to create the history, and that moment is going to change their destiny. So that moment of self talk is very important. So even when we start something new, or when we go for something shubha, we say in Bengali, we always make a wish or make a prayer before starting. So what is that? I may not sound so much religious, but I would just like to touch upon this point, that this only thing is about positive self talk, because you're praying when means that you're saying something positive, you're wanting that peace and that success, and building up that confidence to overcome, or to gain whatever, or to accomplish whatever you are set out for. So there lies the importance of self talk. I have felt it myself, and I'm sure this short session will not do justice to this huge matter. And there can be plenty of sessions that we can have, and people who have read this And those who haven't, I would encourage them to read, and they can relate to their lives, because it's an excellent book that I have found myself very interesting, and that I could relate to also.
Absolutely right, Shanitra. So this is a very fantastic, wonderful book if we want to be happy. I mean, it's a secret towards our happiness, to give that positive affirmation to ourselves all the time, to manifest whatever we want in our life. And thank you, Shanitra, for sharing such wonderful thoughts and sharing such wonderful topic, to or to make us walk on the ladder of success. This, I believe that this book can do that, whatever we want to achieve in our life. So thank you so much,
Exactly.
Netra. And we are
Thank you,
delighted to
Uma,
have
once again.
you. And so thank you guys for being a wonderful audience. And with this, we are done with our session. And you can definitely join our group, Awakening Mind, on Facebook and on YouTube to get the updates, because we keep conducting group discussions, panel sessions, and lot of events keep happening. So you will get the updates. Have a great evening and a safe stay at home. Good night.
Thank you, Uma. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Stay safe.